Welcome back to Think TV, where we delve into the mysteries of the human mind. Today, we are going to be discussing something that everyone has to deal with at some point in their lives: lies. Whether it's a white lie, a big lie, or a tiny fib, everyone has told a lie or two in their lives, and everyone has been lied to. But how can you tell if someone is lying to you? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, before we begin, let me just say that we are not promoting lying or encouraging you to become a human lie detector. The truth is, sometimes it's better not to know if someone is lying to you. But if you're someone who wants to sharpen their instincts and become better at spotting a liar, then these tips are for you. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. Tip number 1, watch their eyes. We've all heard the saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and there's some truth to it. When someone is lying, they often avoid eye contact or look away. If you ask them a question and they start blinking rapidly, it's a sign that they're nervous and might be lying. But, and this is a big but, just because someone avoids eye contact doesn't mean they're lying. Some people are naturally shy, and others might be uncomfortable with direct eye contact. So, don't jump to conclusions based on just one thing. Remember, it's all about the context. Tip number 2, pay attention to their body language. Our bodies can reveal a lot about what we're thinking and feeling, and the same goes for lying. If someone is lying, they might fidget or tap their feet. They might cross their arms or put their hands in their pockets. They might even scratch their nose or cover their mouth. These are all signs of discomfort and could be a sign that they're lying. But, once again, don't jump to conclusions based on just one thing. People have different body language, and some people might just be nervous in general. You have to look at the bigger picture. Tip number 3, listen to what they're saying. This might seem like an obvious one, but it's worth mentioning. When someone is lying, they might avoid giving you a straight answer. They might hesitate or stumble over their words. They might even contradict themselves. If you notice any of these things, it could be a sign that they're lying. But, and I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, don't jump to conclusions based on just one thing. Some people are just bad at communicating, and others might be forgetful. You have to take everything into consideration. Tip number 4, look for micro-expressions. A micro-expression is a brief facial expression that reveals a person's true emotions. When someone is lying, they might display a micro-expression that contradicts what they're saying. For example, they might smile when they're talking about something sad or frown when they're talking about something happy. These are subtle signs that something isn't quite right. But, and you know what I'm going to say, don't jump to conclusions based on just one thing. Some people have naturally expressive faces, and others might be going through something personal that's affecting their emotions. Always look at the context. Tip number 5, trust your gut. Finally, and this is the most important one, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. We all have a natural intuition that tells us when something is off, and we should listen to it. If you think someone is lying to you, they probably are. But, and I know what you're thinking, but guy, what if my gut is wrong? Well, that's always a possibility. Your gut isn't always 100% accurate, but it's a good starting point. Use your gut instinct as a guide, but always gather more evidence before making any conclusions. So there you have it, 5 psychological tips to help you spot a liar. But before we wrap things up, I want to add a little disclaimer. Remember, these tips are not foolproof, and you shouldn't rely on them as the only way to detect lies. Some people are very skilled at lying, and they might be able to deceive even the most experienced human lie detector. Also, keep in mind that not everyone who lies is a bad person. Sometimes people lie to protect themselves or others, or to avoid hurting someone's feelings. We all tell lies at some point, and that's just a part of being human. Now, let's lighten things up a bit with a little joke. Why did the liar cross the road? To get to the other side of the story. Okay, that was a bad one. But hey, at least it wasn't a lie. In conclusion, spotting a liar isn't easy, but with these tips, you'll be one step closer to becoming a human lie detector. Remember, it's all about the context, and don't rely on just one thing to make a conclusion. And most importantly, trust your gut, it's usually right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more mind-bending content.